Hello, this is my crash course on research methods in psychology. So to start off, we have the hypothesis. It is a testable prediction. Often it comes as a question or statement. When conducting a study, it is important to have informed consent. It is the main ethical principle researchers must consider when conducting experiments involving human participants. Experimental design is when you involve manipulating one variable to determine its effect on another. It's similar to how finding cause and effect. And the variables could come in independent versus dependent. I have this little chart showing off the domain of the random variable, which is the coin flip, and a range of probability that you gain of that variable. Some types of studies in psychological studies are the case study, which collects detailed information about a single individual or a small group, or a correlational study. This does not allow for determination or causality. Rather, it's defined correlations. A way to find participants is through random assignment. This is important so you don't have any biases in your data. And you need a control group for your baseline. This is so you could have something that your dependent group or your change group could be compared to. Usually this stays the same. A type of way to observe subjects is naturalistic observation, which involves observing subjects in their natural environment without intervention. The way a study can be generalized is that when they have external validity. A way to find a non-biased result could be through a double-blind study, where both subject and researchers are unaware of treatment conditions. This is used to avoid participant bias or demand characteristics. In order to determine reliability in psychological research studies, it must yield consistent results. So I have this little diagram over here, a bunch of bullseyes, and a correlation coefficient. It's a statistical measure that indicates direction and strength of a relationship. So here's some graphs here showing off different patterns. And some other important terms are survey, which involves asking participants a series of questions, a criterion variable. In a correlational study, the variable that is being predicted based on another variable, and finally the predictor variable. In a correlational study, the variable used to predict another variable is often called that. So that concludes my research methods crash course.